Hey Storytime friends, glad you're here today. We are reading Tiny T-Rex and the Very Dark Dark. Are you guys afraid of the dark? Yeah, I think a lot of people are afraid of the dark because sometimes your imagination goes a little crazy. Sometimes you hear a noise and because it's dark, you don't know what it is. And so Tiny T-Rex is also afraid of the dark, but he and his friend are going camping outside. So they're gonna have an adventure, but it is very dark out there. So you'll see how they plan for how not to be afraid and how it's really not scary after all, okay? We're gonna draw after we read. So be sure to get your crayon and a piece of paper ready. We're gonna draw Tiny T-Rex here. You can see him and be sure to look out for this picture in the book while we read, okay? Before we get reading, I wanna say a special hello to my buddy Bryson D in North Carolina. Bryson is such a big boy and I know he's going on lots of big boy adventures lately. So Bryson, I hope you like this book, Tiny T-Rex and the Very Dark Dark. Here we go. Tiny T-Rex and the Very Dark Dark.
Tiny, it'll be dark soon.
Yes, Pointy. Soon it will be very dark. It's our first camp out in the backyard, and we're nervous. We've never slept outside before. We're mighty beasts. I'm a Rex. Pointy is a Pointy. And Bob is my special squish. But even mighty beasts get scared if we can't sleep with our nighty lights. When I'm inside, the dark doesn't seem so dark. But when I'm outside, the dark is very dark. Outside, there are no nighty lights to turn on. And when there are no nighty lights, the grumbles and the nombies come out. Mother says, there's always a light shining somewhere, Tiny, even in the dark. If you're brave and look hard enough, you'll find it. But it's hard to be brave when you're scared of the crawly creeps, and it's hard to look for something when you have your eyes shut. Pointy and I thought up a secret plan to be brave. When the very dark dark comes, we'll be ready. First, we'll build a hiding fort to hide our snacks and ourselves.
I don't feel hidden.
Next, we'll make special helmets to protect our brains from the grumbles and the nombies.
I need a bigger helmet.
The next part of the plan is the most important. We must hurry. We're running out of time. The crawly creeps are closing in. I hear the grumbles. They're close. Run, Pointy! The nombies are here! This is it. Our secret plan is almost ready. Now we'll not be scared of the very dark dark because we have made a super bright nighty light. Oh. Uh-oh. Our plan didn't work. The very dark dark has got us. I'm scared. Pointy's scared. Bob is scared. We're all scared together. But maybe we can be brave together too. Brave enough to open our eyes and look very, very hard. Oh, and find some light.
The end. All right, Tiny T-Rex and the Very Dark Dark was so cute. Love that book. I love to see their little camping outdoor adventure, and I kind of like it because they use some really cute words in there, like nighty light and my special squish. I just like some of the words in there. So we're gonna draw Tiny T-Rex, our little bud today. I chose this picture of him clicking in their little night lights that they had, okay? So you can take a look at that. We're gonna do kind of like a rounded rectangle for the head. Just kind of the shape of a, I don't know, milk jug for his body, triangle tail, lots of polka dots. This is gonna be simple and it's gonna look great. You guys are gonna do awesome. So we are off. First thing you're gonna do on your paper is we're going to make the neck of his pajamas. Pajamas? Jammies? Whatever you say. So kind of come right around the middle of your page somewhere and you're gonna make a long skinny rectangle about like that, okay? And then you're gonna do a tiny line up. That is his neck. And then we're going to draw this big head of his, okay? So you're gonna start where your little tiny line is. We'll start on this side. And like I said, it's just kind of like a rounded rectangle kind of shape. So instead of making sharp corners, you can just kind of round it off, okay? And there is his head. Now, his face is really simple, okay? You guys are gonna get this in no time. His eyes are closed in this picture. See that? So, to draw closed eyes, a lot of times you can just draw a U, right? There's one eye, there's two eyes, and he has two easy little eyebrows. 1, 2. And then we're gonna draw his smile with his two big teeth sticking up. So his smile goes all the way across his face, okay? So just kind of do one curved line just like that. And then you're gonna do 2 upside down V's for his teeth. And there is his big head, okay? Now we're gonna draw the rest of his pajamas. So the neck of his pajamas kind of has some lines like this, okay? And then we're going to draw his body. So come to the end of your collar here and just kind of make a curve down like that and stop. And then you're gonna come to the other side and do the same thing, okay? Now we're gonna draw his feet. So come in a little bit and stop right about there, and then come up with a little bit of a curved line on each side, and then just connect him. And there are his legs, okay? He's kind of wearing footy pajamas. And we'll draw his tail. So come right about down here and just make like a curved triangle, okay? So there is his tail. Now we still need those little T-Rex arms, right? So we're gonna draw right around here. We're gonna draw a rectangle like that and a rectangle like that. That's the cuffs of his pajamas. And then a line like that, line like that. Those are his arms, and his hands are really simple. They're just curves like that, okay? So now we've got his body. Now remember, in this picture, he's plugging in his cord to his nighty lights. So we're gonna draw that cord right here. You can just draw like 2 little squares like he's plugging them in. And then the cord is coming all the way down here on one side, and then all the way down here on the other side. So that makes it look like he's got his little cord that he's plugging in. And he has polka dots all over his nightgown. Oh, I forgot to draw the zipper. How is he supposed to get in? Okay, so to draw the zipper, you just draw a straight line down like that, and then you can do 2 humps for a zipper. There we go. Now he can get in and out of his PJs. And now we can draw some polka dots. So you guys know how to draw polka dots, right? Just do little circles all over his pajamas. Sometimes you can make it so that they kind of come off the end like that, where you don't see the entire circle. But you just draw them all over until you have enough polka dots to make you happy. And don't forget the tail. Gotta get some polka dots on that tail there too. All right, so I think that looks pretty good for me. We're gonna draw these lines that kind of show click. He's got his lights clicked in, so it just looks like a bunch of lines coming out, okay? So we'll do that, and you can just choose anywhere. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now it looks like he's clicking. And there is our tiny T-Rex and the very dark, dark. And we're gonna draw our title up here, okay? So we'll write tiny, T-I-N-Y, tiny T-Rex. And T-Rex is an abbreviation. We know it's short for Tyrannosaurus Rex. But T-Rex, you just do a T and a period, and then R-E-X, tiny T-Rex, and A-N-D, the T-H-E, tiny T-Rex, and the very, V-E-R-Y, dark, D-A-R-K, dark, D-A-R-K. Tiny T-Rex and the very dark, dark. Good job, everybody. Okay, friends, I hope you had fun drawing to Tiny T-Rex and reading the story along with us. I wanted to share with you an artist out there who watches Storytime with Andy. This is a drawing from Malachi in Florida. Malachi drew this when we read the book Where the Wild Things Are, and you can see his wild thing coming up out of the water there. Love it so much. Way to go, Malachi. Great colors and detail on that. I love to see your guys' artwork. Have your mom or dad send it to me. I want to put you on the video, okay? I love seeing your drawings. Thank you so much for tuning in, and as always, stay well and keep reading.